Starting off this video, I'd like to show you how I look like when I dress up like a ninja. Holy smoke, look at that. Or do I? Shit!
Spazie Champion Guides.
Hello YouTube! Spazie coming right at you with another guide. Plant is here, obviously. I never forget you, man. Today we're taking a look at Ziggs, the new bombardment champion of Doom. Why is it always Doom? I don't know. Doom is such a good word, I think. So I picked him up on patch day. I've had a lot of fun with him. He is indeed a very fun champion to play. If you haven't yet watched my full commentary on him, feel free to do so. You can check the link in the description or below here. Just click that. Either way, we're gonna go through the runes I use, the masteries I use, and the abilities of this champion. Also some neat tips and tricks, and also the item builds that I prefer. Let's dive right into it, shall we? First, a sip of that morning coffee. Let's do this. Let's start off with a passive Short Fuse. Every 12 seconds, Ziggs' next basic attack deals 20 to 80 bonus magic damage. Ziggs' abilities reduce the cooldown by 4 seconds. Not only does this passive gain you some extra dominance in early laning, but it also makes it kind of worth it auto-attacking a bit if you know that it's up. Check the buff on the bottom screen so you know when it's up and try to harass accordingly. The Q is called Bouncing Bomb. Ziggs throws a Bouncing Bomb that deals 75 to 255 magic damage on a 0.65 per ability point scaling. It bounces 3 times, and the further away you toss it, i.e. the harder you toss it, the further it'll bounce. So this ability is hilarious, and it's just very rewarding landing that skill shot. Takes a little while to get used to, but once you start mastering it, it's awesome. Satchel Charge is his utility, if you will. Ziggs flings an explosive charge that detonates after 4 seconds, or when the ability is activated again. The explosive deals 70 to 210 magic damage to enemies, knocking them away. Depending where they're standing on the area of effect here, determines which way they go and how long they'll be knocked up. So it takes a little bit of practice again, but it can be used to set up some really nice combos. Also, of course, you can use this as a utility for yourself, setting you up for a good position or getting away of heated situations. If you stand on the bomb, activating it and blowing yourself, for example, over walls. Hexplosive Minefield. Ziggs scatters proximity mines that detonates on enemy contact, dealing 40 to 140 magic damage on a 0.3 per ability point scaling. Enemies will be slowed by 20 to 40% for 2 seconds. If an enemy steps on one of the mines, they will take reduced damage from the rest of them, and the mines will last for 10 seconds. This ability is extremely strong for zoning, getting control in lane, getting away, setting up people for your combo. It's overall, like all Ziggs abilities, very strong. And now for the ultimate that has the most epic name in the entire game, Mega Inferno Bomb. Let me first start off by saying that this ability looks great. I mean, that explosion. Ziggs deploys his ultimate creation, the Mega Inferno Bomb, hurling it an enormous distance. Enemies in Primarily Blast Zone take 200 to 500 magic damage on a 0.9 per ability point scaling. Enemies further away take 75% of the damage. My god, what a nuke. The range on this thing is enormous, as you can see here, and make sure you use that to your advantage, helping your other lanes out. If you're just walking a bit down the river, you should be able to get some damage in there. And also, guys, if you have any hard CC on your team, like a Taric or any other stuns, make sure you use those to your advantage to set up this damaging combo of Doom. There, I said it again. I found it most efficient to max that Q first for damage, following it up by maxing my E, grabbing 1 point in W, leaving it last, and grabbing some points in that ultimate whenever it's up. For them runes, I found it most efficient to go just pure AP, getting magic pen in marks, flat ability power in quintessences, and ability power per level seals and glyphs. He is quite mana hungry, but you should be able to grab the blue buff from your jungler, and if you are conservative and smart with your abilities, you shouldn't need the mana regen. That's what I found with my experiences. But you know, try out what suits your best, but this is what I roll. And to complement that, I've got some standard caster masteries, 21 in offense all the way down, grabbing improved ignite there, also grabbing improved flash in utility, along with some movement speed because I enjoy it more than mana regen again, and also improved those buff durations since I will be getting the blue if the jungler is doing his job. Now, items. I almost always start off with boots and health pod, just due to the fact that it's so much more useful for sustain, and the movement speed is just great for, you know, any skill shots that could get hit in your face, or any jungler coming in to gank you. I usually upgrade them to Stork Boots or Merc Treads if there's something annoying on the other team, like a Veigar. Before I do that though, I usually build 1 or 2 Doran's Rings, just to help me out a bit. Most AP carries out there just usually enjoy rushing the needlessly large rod and then going into a Rabadon's death cap. But I had some trouble with that in the beginning, mostly because I was getting used to the champion and also I'm not very good with AP mid yet. So I find myself getting some extra HP would help me a lot, and thus I would rush the Rod of Ages actually. And then I would get my needlessly into my Rabadon's death cap. That's a very Jamaican name to me. Rabadon's death cap, man, you know! Anyway, let's move on. If I do get the Rabadons first though, I usually still go with the Rod of Ages because I just think it's a great item. For the late game options, you've got your Void Staff, of course, to get some extra pumped damage out there. You've got your Rylai's Crystal Scepter for some utility and some health. And you can also invest in some Spell Vamp from Will of the Ancients. So generally, the recommended items there are quite spot on in my opinion. Don't forget to use Elixirs of Brilliance if you stack up, or even if you're sure that you will make a teamfight happen very soon. Also, don't forget to bring at least one ward with you every time you go back. Since you are mid, you will be ganked a lot by their jungler, and those wards really helps. Before we move on from the items, I just want to say as well that in all my champion guides, some of you have noticed that, oh my god, you recommend these items, but in the freaking video you're using these! And don't worry guys, that's just me experimenting, having a bit of fun, and getting a feel for the builds and characters. You should do that as well, but these are some of the items that I recommend. But yeah, if you see something in the upcoming clips that's a bit weird, that's because I'm trying it out, so don't worry. A couple of things straight off the bat when you're laning as Ziggs is that his cooldown on his Q is quite low, even at level 1, so don't get tempted in using it, spamming it away, wasting your mana, because it will drain your mana quite efficiently. Try and last hit properly, use your passive on the enemies so they take some punishment, and be aggressive when you need to be aggressive. Here I'm laning against LeBlanc. Now I only have my E and my Q. Now here I'm gonna lay down Q behind her, knowing that she will have to go through them when she gets low. I can just pick up the kill with Ignite and a nice little bouncy bumpy. So again, last hit minions with your auto attacks, be aggressive when you should be aggressive. Once you do have blue though, you can spam those abilities, so you really should, because then you can go gank other lanes. Like here for instance, I'm coming in bot, and I'm gonna do one thing particularly right here, and that is waiting for Sona CC before I'm throwing down my ultimate. So there's the crescendo, there comes the ultimate bomb of doom, and a kill on MF. So again, if you have infinite amount of mana, try and use that to your advantage and try and, you know, get some pressure on the other lanes. Here Lee Sin is low bottom. Now I see that he used his shield there, so he cannot dash away, so I'm gonna use my ultimate, just pick up that kill, and now we're gonna move in on MF. So look at me dropping down my W here in order to make a gap closer for myself when I get close. So activating it there, getting close enough to hit MF with the Q, finishing her off with an auto attack, and that's just a safe kill right there. You can of course also affect other lanes by using only your ultimate from far range. Now, you only have to walk about halfway through river to do that, but you don't want to throw it blindly though, you want to analyze the situation a bit. So here for instance, my allies inform me that Caitlyn doesn't have flash bottom, so I'm gonna go down there, check it out, and I see that she's extremely low enough to die from the outer radius, the lower damage area of my ultimate. Now notice where I throw it behind her, so she either can walk towards my allies and get killed by them, or get pwned by my bomb, and she chose the latter. So for this next clip, I'm going top to gank. I push my mid lane, and I'm gonna wait for Garen's CC here. Wait, Garen doesn't have any CC. Oh, well, he kinda does. He has a silence, so when he drops down the silence, I can just pwn the troll, knowing that he cannot get out of my bomb radius, and I can just, you know, pick up another easy kill for my team. We're also gonna pick up this turret and capitalize on this. Likewise, if your enemy AP mid is pushing and you're at the turret, you probably want to try and clear those minions as fast as possible and then follow him wherever he goes. So here I'm reacting kinda late in this clip. I know that Ziggs is not here, and I think he's heading bottom. I've informed my allies, but I'm staying to farm even one more wave. And as you can see on the minimap, Ziggs is already there, pwning my entire team, and I'm not even close. So really bad by me. You should react faster than that. Ashter probably going down as well. Here comes Mundo though. And we'll see if maybe we're gonna make something happen here. I'm using my bomb there very, very badly, just not being cool at all. Ziggs just flashing out, but I'm gonna zone him there with my W. He cannot go through there, so he has to juke, and I can just hit him with my passive. And now Mundus pops his ultimate there, regaining the life. Oh my god, beautiful. And now we can just keep pursuing them and hopefully get another kill here. Mundo throwing that cleaver. Oh my god, he goes where he pleases, doesn't he? I'm just finishing off Ashe with my red buff that I've got from Ziggs and a Q. And now here I'm gonna lead the Sona with the Q, hitting her there, and then finishing her off with my passive there. So again, react quick, and you will be able to secure more kills for your teammates. You will be able to save them from hot heated situations and not come late and just mop up a couple of kills. To to really utilize the poke that Ziggs have, and just, you know, being able to throw out that quick damage since it has very low cooldowns, you kind of have to start playing around with smart casting. I would highly recommend it, at least. And the way I set it up is that I have my smart cast abilities on Alt Q to R, and I have my ordinary abilities like without smart cast on Q to R. I know a lot of people set it up so that they have their smart casting on the normal clicks, like if you click Q, it's a smart cast. I do like, especially when it's a new hero, I do like having the smart cast with an alt in there, so Alt Q is a smart cast for Q, and just Q is checking out the radius and see how long I can toss it. It really helps out to just, you know, get the feel of it, and I've just basically stuck with that. But try and find what you guys like, but really, try and master smart casting, it really helps out. I'm going to show a little clip here of why I think it's nice to be able to see how long I can reach with the abilities. So I'm going to completely miss my bomb there, very noobishly, but since I have CV down, I can see she's moving back there, and can see my radius there and tossing down that bomb to secure that kill. Now, it makes it just a lot easier for me when you're chasing down someone, especially, to know exactly when you should hit. But what you want to do is wait for the CC. Again, like here, for instance, Garen silence LeBlanc, and I can just toss down my entire combo and watch her melt. And oh my god, is that satisfying. And here I'm going to show the reason why I enjoy the Rod of Ages. I'm going to get ganked here by Lee Sin, but I have that extra HP, so I know I can withstand the combo. I'm just going to put down everything I have on the other Ziggs, and he's going to melt. And I can even put pressure on Lee Sin. Admittedly, I am a bit fed here, so that's why I'm staying my ground as well. But yeah, that Rod of Ages is kind of nice, but I still understand the full glass cannon build, so yeah, fiddle around a bit with that and see what you like. So in this clip I am a bit fed again, but yeah, I'm using my abilities correctly, throwing down the slow behind him, zoning him out with my ultimate, tossing down the nuke, flashing over the wall to pick up that kill, and making him go, "No, I didn't even see it coming!" Just some of the fun you can have when you're a bit fed. So, just gonna share a couple of combos that we managed to pull off. I'm putting down my W here, waiting for the initiation. Completely surprised him, there comes the pull, jumping over the wall, and then just pulling him from behind. Oh my god, he didn't know what to hit him there. And now, we're gonna take a little look at a blue steal. I believe it's Fiddlestick right in there, trying to get his blue. We're gonna show up there and go, Wumbo Combo! Oh, make him disappear. Oh, sorry, I got a bit excited there. Probably a good time to finish off this video. So yeah, Ziggs, if you're looking for a new AP carry that's extremely fun to play, I suggest you pick him up and start playing him right away. Even though he's probably going to get nerfed a little bit, just tweaking down there, he's still going to be extremely fun to play. So I hope you enjoyed this guide to Ziggs, guys. If you did, feel free to hit that like button and favorite this video, as it really helps me out. Also, if you're playing on EU West, don't forget to join us in Spazie chat. Just type Spazie, press enter, and click auto join our startup so you don't have to do it every single time you get online. We're just having a good time there, throwing down games and discussing stuff here and there. If you like what I'm doing and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any other content coming out in the future. And Plenty would like me to let you guys know that if you have any questions or comments, you will just post them down below as usual. That's all. I wish you guys the best of Fridays. I'm gonna go out now and have a beer. I think I deserve it. Took me all morning to do this. Jesus. This has been Spazie and Plenty, and we're out. Do it!